All right, hello YouTubers. Coming at you with a update on the 2025 Polaris Sportsman 570 Trail. The relocation. While I was doing the break-in on this, it's time change the oil. Oh, hold up a second. Sorry about that. I just figured I'd show you how it looks relocated. See, and like I said, you can literally run this up in there without taking your plastic off or anything. Just pull your seat off and run that right up in there, and there you go. You put your clamp on. Now, you don't have to use no RVT with this line, no silicones, no caulking, whatever. Only thing I've RVT'd is where I put it together. The elbow, the 90 degree, and the boot down there, the coupler. So, and that's it, and it runs right there, so you can see, let you see that real good. See, that's how they used to when the belt housings, on the belt housing, the outlet was on top coming back this way, and they just run it right up here, or they run it up to here, because right here is your air breather. So you have this pocket on each side of this. There's a heat shield under here. Then there's another. That plastic runs down, so there's really, it's really closed up there pretty good, so you don't have to worry about, unless you just bury it down under the water and the mud, you're not going to really get nothing up in there. So just there you go. I want to show you that. You can see I've splashed water and mud up on here. That's what I'm doing now. I'm doing the front diff. I had to make a fill bottle for mine. Oh, on another note, if you have yours comes with a winch, which I know a lot of these do. They send them out with the winch on them. If yours comes with a winch, let me get you a light here. Your drain plug's on the bottom. That's not your problem. Right here is your fill, if you can see that. Okay. If I can get you here, let get you a better look. There's your fill. This is that little hole right here is your only inlet to get in and out of there with your Allen wrench. And what I did, just put a little bit of RVT on mine before I took that out. A little bit of RVT on the end of my Allen head, the ball side, and it has the rounded ends. Took a little bit of RVT on there, pulled it out, and then I'll fill right here. I'm making me a bottle with a long tube so I can just stick it over in there and hold it up here where my light's at and squeeze it and fill it up. But if you have that winch on there, you're going to find, don't think it's difficult. That's what you can do. Put your little RVT or some duct tape on the end of that where to stick up in there and hold that, because you don't want to drop it down there. You'll be fishing for it with a magnet. And if you ain't got a magnet, you're going to be fishing. So, on that skid plate. But, yep. And so there you go. Just wanted to show you that, come at you with that, show you, and show you how I ran my, my relocation for the outlet on here. So while I had the seat off, I figured it was a good time to show you. So there you go. No zip ties, no nothing. You're away from all heat. There's no heat. All your heat's on this side unless you go above your engine. And like I said, that spa line, this right here will last as long as the unit. No big deal. It'll last. And the only little bend in it I put in it was right there, a little bend. I had to crimp that just a hair, just bend it over just a hair. That's it. I mean, you ain't hurt anything. Your rubber boot will lay over against right there. And it runs right on up here, just like that, and up into that galley. So just want to show you that, come at you with that while I was doing its first service here, and show you on the front diff if you got the winch, that's what you're going to have to do to get to that fill plug. So, but anyway, there you go. Just wanted to give you a look at it, and that way you can see how simple it is. Pull your seat off, boom, you can run it in there. And I'm picking up this hose next week. I'm gonna get a measurement on this one. I'm gonna pick up that hose next week, and I'm gonna make up about 10 of these kits and put them out there for sale. And if anybody wants to you can find me on eBay. I got an eBay page on my watches. I sell watches and pocket watch springs. I work on watches, but I've been on eBay quite a while. I think, I don't know, 14 years or so, somewhere in there. And but I'm gonna put some of these up. If not, you can reach out here on YouTube by my email or whatever. shoot me an email address. We can get some contact info or whatever, and I'll get you one in the mail. You know, not a problem. So, but real simple. You know, you're not going to be fighting. I'll have all this ready to go. All you'll have to do is put your line up in there, hook it up, your 2 clamps, and you'll be good to go. I'll have all that sealed up. So, and like I said, I don't warranty none of this. This is, you know, you put it on wrong, don't tighten your clamps right or whatever, or you over tighten and you have a crimp in it and you crimp it down to where it's over tightened and you have a gap in your hose somehow. That's, you know, don't come blaming me. But you shouldn't have a problem. This should be pretty straightforward. There you go, right there. So thanks for looking.